Welcome back to the channel. Here for another weekly review. This is Kenny the Tater Trader. So we're gonna go over what happened in the account this week. So we ended this week with $3,523 overall on the account of income that we collected. We basically collected. And then from our daily strangles, we made 3,650. Um, in the account on a swing trade I had on natural gas, I had to take a L on it. So I lost $900. So that's what the difference between both of those are. And natural gas was just not performing. I'll show you the natural gas chart in a couple minutes, but it just not performing, so I had to cut it. So we took a L there. We had a couple more, another L there that we took. So we'll go over what happened here. So our first trade in the week was a trade on oil, and we had a covered call. Oil dipped. I bought the covered call back, and then I sold a covered call for Wednesday. And this is the Wednesday covered call. You can see that I made $600 on the Wednesday one. So those are the two call side to oil, but I sold a bunch of puts on oil. Like this one. This was a Friday, and this was another Friday put. So a lot of the money we made this week was from oil. That was that. Strangles. So we had a lot of daily strangles that we had this week, and it was decent. It was a decent week. You can see all the trades on our strangles was good this week. As we look into the account here, we finally in the profit zone because oil recovered, so we back up in the profit zone. But we got a lot of money tied up into the Nasdaq because, oh man, trading for this week on daily trades I literally give myself a 3 out of 10 because I showed up. That's about it. Like there's no other grade above that I can give myself. Um, my delta is positive 25. Not my delta. Yeah, my delta is positive 25 because I am stuck in so many calls, and that is messing up my delta. Um, and the more as you seen, the market just keeps marching up, marching up. Let me show you this natural gas chart that I was talking about, and I just didn't like this action here. You can see this thing, so I sold my put spread on this candle here when I saw the positive bounce, right? And we came back and we retraced it, and you can see we're doing another leg down. So I basically got out. I said, okay, all right, this thing is not working towards the way we want it. So I got out of it, took my L, and move on. You can see on the Nasdaq, like the Nasdaq was just cutting me apart daily um, to the upside. So you can see all this week, right? So what we at? 5 days. So one, two, three, four, five, right? So we flat here, and then boom to the upside, boom to the upside. So Wednesday, I was in some calls, and this is why I get an F, right? Because I had the I have rules to basically protect me from dumb shit happening, and that's what I let happen. Like I'm surprised, like my account is green right now with the way I traded the Nasdaq this week. This whole thing here is because of me not following the rules. Basically, my call was getting tested, which should happen, right, on a daily basis. And if I'm gonna roll, I need to roll at 150%. If I'm down 150%, I roll the call. So if I sold the call for $100, if I'm down $150, I roll the call. Or I buy a feature to cover the call whenever my strike is almost at the money. So I waited until I was down maybe $400 on the call, which is still okay, right? I can roll the call. And then I was like 30 points away, and then I'm still thinking, should I roll this call when I know just take action, right? That is what my whole strategies around is you take action based on whatever it is. So I chose to hang around, and within 15 seconds, we ripped up 30 points, and now I'm down, like $1,600 on those calls. Like those calls just ripped right in the money. So I got out and I rolled the calls. And all week we've been grinding up against the calls. For Thursday and Friday, we grind up against that call. And then I basically flipped the calls into a strangle because I didn't want to have a 20 delta call. So I basically turned naked calls into a strangle. So I attached some puts to it, which those puts come with more margin because the calls were on free margin. I messed that up. The calls were on free margin from the puts, right? So I just added like an additional 30K margin in there on those. So that was an issue. And then this call here, I ended up having to flip this call because into a put because the same thing again, cover the call. I just refused to cover the call. So just need to assess that again. Friday was an awesome day. I sold the put Friday night. No, I sold the put Thursday evening for Friday, the same way Defiance does it. Cashed out that put like within 2 hours of futures closing. Sold a new put, and I tried to sneak in a call, and then I got up in the morning. That call was getting pressed, so I cashed out the put and flipped that call into a new put. So I sold the call for $7, bought it back for 12, and flipped it into a new put for like 15. So I was really, really good on, flipping that put and getting getting that money back. So I got the money back. I didn't want to go in Friday because I just was not having a good week. Like even though you see me making money or whatever, I wasn't having a good week because I played the calls earlier in the week so bad. So now, I need to assess it and sit and chill. So we go over the account on the Aussie dollar. I was down on this all week. We got a little recovery on this strangle. I'm up 47% on the calls. So I need 50% of this. Probably got to hold this another 2, 3 weeks maybe. We'll see. My 112 put is finally making money. Cool. On oil, we have a put here that we sold. Oil rallied all week. And I got into the new contract. This is Friday. You can see we rallied up and then we sold off. So, no, my bad. This is a daily. What am I saying? This is a daily. So this is oil rallying all week on the daily. You can see Thursday was a monster day to the upside. So that brought my whole account back. And Friday we're sitting here. So wouldn't it nice to get another leg up on oil again? So we'll see. So those are those 112s. You can see all these other ones. We're up 500. We're up here, up here, up here. But these are all unrealized gains sitting. On the ES, I got some 112s in here that are like 50%. I got this call here that I'm gonna probably have to roll pretty soon, and also this call here is a strangle that I had. I had to roll the put side up, so I rolled the put side up, collect some more credit. But still, the call is getting pressured, so I'm gonna have to make a decision if we keep going up. That's the ES on gold. This is my second time this week getting into this call. So I had this call already. I collected $200 and I sold it again, collected $100, and then I sold it on Friday. And I'm waiting to see, how this plays out if gold is gonna go down. I close out my strangle, so this is what boosts my profit on gold. So that is there. I sold a new strangle. So we'll see what's going on with that. And I have 112 on gold. I probably won't be doing any more 112s on gold. But yeah, that's there. And we talked about that this is the mini NASDAQ. So after I do my taxes and I add money to my IRA, this is gonna be this is gonna be an experiment for me. So I will be trading mini NASDAQ in my IRA. I will make that a whole series by itself and just selling 112s. This trade right here in a margin account, it basically takes $2,000 to make $2,281 in 37 days, and you can see I'm up 85% on it. Couple days left to go. Probably by the end of next week, if we don't come down in the market, this thing gonna get clapped. Um, and Another mini Nasdaq put. This was actually a call that I got clapped on because I refused to buy the future to cover. I'm so disappointed in this, but um, I flipped it and I got to deal with it. And we talked about this. This is my put for Monday. I already cashed in a Monday put, so this is my second put that I sold for Monday because we just kept ripping up Friday. And then this is my call that I had to flip into a put. I'm up $400 on it, but this is just bad trading, and I think I got it under control. And then, as I said, this is my black eye from last week, from this week that I gotta walk around with this thing on my face. And as I said, I'm not touching the Russell anymore. I got a 112 in there of 30%. When this trade is over, I'm not touching the Russell unless it becomes volatile. So that's it. Positive right now. Sitting on a bunch of theta. I have my day trades on. That's why my buying power is so high. My buying power probably will go down to 65% when I take my 2 day trades off, which are these two right here. My buying power will really drop down when I take those off. And also I have this put that I have on where's it at? This put I have on oil. So these are all day trades. If something goes to the market, I'll remove these three and I'll get around 40,000 buying power, which will bring my buying power to like 58 percent. So that's it really. Good week. We make 3,500. So I'm not gonna knock the week. We made 3,500. Not gonna knock the week, but my trading was awful this week. But we still made money. And for the month of February, we're doing pretty good. As I said in the daily account, I took the hit for $900, so that's why there's a difference between these two. So the daily strangles up 700, up 7,000 on the year, so these were pretty good. And then in this account, as I said, I took that L on that 112. A lot of my 112 should be coming off here in like the next 2 weeks, so we should be able to realize a lot of this profit, and get ourselves in a better position. But that's all I got. Stay green and ready for next week. We got CPI. I'm ready for a pullback. Like I need a pullback, man. You can see my positive delta right here. This is screaming, hey, hey, Kenny, you need to get a pullback. So I'm looking for it, and stay green, guys.